e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, c3, knight f6, d4, e takes d4, e5, d5, bishop b5, knight e4, c takes d4, bishop b6, knight c3, castle kingside, bishop e3, bishop g4, h3, bishop h5, queen c2, f5, knight takes d5, bishop a5, check, king e2, knight takes d4, check, bishop takes d4, knight d2, queen c5, knight e4, queen c4, bishop f7, knight f6, check, knight takes f6, e6, queen e7, bishop c5, queen takes e6, check, queen takes e6, bishop takes e6, bishop takes f8, king takes f8, rook hc1, bishop b6, bishop c4, bishop d7, king f1, knight e4, rook c2, rook e8, rook d1, bishop c8, h4, h6, h5, king e7, knight e5, c6, bishop f7, rook f8, bishop b3, rook e8, rook e2, bishop c7, knight g6, check, king f6, king g1, bishop b6, g3, king g5, king g2, rook d8, rook takes d8, bishop takes d8, f3, knight d6, bishop e6, bishop f6, knight f4, bishop takes e6, rook takes e6, knight b5, b3, a5, rook e8, knight c3, rook a8, knight takes a2, rook takes a5, knight b4, rook a7, b5, king h3, knight c2, knight e6, check, king takes h5, Knight takes G7, check. King G6. Knight E6. Bishop C3. Rook C7. Knight B4. Knight D8. Bishop E5. Rook C8. Bishop F6. Knight takes C6. Knight D3. Rook B8. F4. Rook takes B5. F takes G3. King takes G3. H5. Rook D5. H4, check. King H2. Knight F4. Rook D2. Bishop C3. Rook C2. Bishop E1. B4. Bishop G3, check. King H1. H3. Knight D4. Knight D3. B5. Knight F2, check. Rook takes F2. Bishop takes F2. Knight E2. King G5. King H2. King H4. Knight C3. Bishop D4. Knight D5. Bishop E5, check. King H1. Bishop D6. Knight F6. Bishop E5. Knight E4. Bishop C7. Knight C3. King G3. F4. King G4. Knight D5. Bishop B8. King H2. King F5. B6. King E4. Knight C7. King takes F4. King takes H3. King E5. King G4. King D6. Knight A6. King C6. Knight takes B8, check. King takes B6.